one heck of a play. And honestly, in my mind, I was just trying to get to the ball, just try to be an extra hat on the ball. Hopefully, try to get that ball out. Popped up. I just took advantage of my opportunity. Um, I feel like I didn't step out of bounds, but you know what? They can say what they want to say. I washed it, tried to focus back in, finish the game out strong. Um, but you know what? It was a total team effort. And all those plays that set, you never know when that play is going to happen, but it's always a teammate that creates that opportunity for you, and you just got to go take advantage of it. So I feel like that's kind of where my mindset was on that play. So
Did they blow the whistle? Is that what?
I didn't hear a whistle, so I don't really know, but maybe they did. I have no idea. I wish. I mean, I was looking up on the jumbotron, and I'm like I'm an enterprise leadership general, like it's a general business degree major. And I'm like, oh, I think I'm still in bounds. But you know what? Like they have a tough job and they called me out of bounds. It's fine. I'm not sure. I could have been out of bounds, but I don't know. I'm just passionate about trying to put my teammates in the best situation. And if there's a big play out there, I mean, I want it to be for the team. So, but you know what? I like I said, once they called it out of bounds, I moved past it. Now that we got the win, we can just mess around and joke about it. But right now, I'm just gonna go see my family, and then just get ready to move on to the next one. So
Ibrahim is pounding, pounding, pounding all day, but you get the one big play on him. I mean, what was the mindset at that point in the game?
just keep fighting every single snap. Um, they were pounding, talented run back, talented offensive line, but like we're not gonna give up ever. So we just kept going, and that opportunity presented myself, and I just tried to put the hat on the ball. Coach Parker talks about it all the time, and it happened. But I mean, you got to do your job every single snap. And there's some snaps we left out there defensively, but you know what? We brought Floyd home for another year as a senior. It means a lot. I've had him my whole career, so just continuing to build that legacy and that tradition for these just young guys to let them see and feel and be a part of a trophy game win. Like for me when I was young, like just those older guys showing me the way. I feel like that's kind of just what the IO program is all about. So the oldest players always got to lead, and Coach Ferentz always talks about that. But again, we got the job done, and I'm just proud of this team. So.
If you look at the way in the fourth quarter, you bet came up with a play. Was there any kind of discussion in the huddle? We got to come up with a play, or was it just everybody knew you had to come up with a play?
I feel like we talked about just doing your job, doing your 111th, and doing that at a high level every single snap, and then those things are gonna pop up. So I would just say that was more of the focus, just doing your job, and then move on to the next play. If you don't live up to the expectation on that play, move on. I mean, you can't hang your head at any point in time, and you can't get too high on yourself at any point in time. But what an opportunity we have and we had out there today against a really, really, really good Big Ten West opponent. So,
How do you feel about 6 days from now you can play for another division title?
yeah, I'm just right now the main focus is on Nebraska and the challenge that's going to present itself with. So we're just going to go out there, let it rip, let the chips fall where they're going to fall. Um, and right now, I'm not really focused on that. I'm focused on the Cornhuskers. So.
The interception play, were you surprised they passed the ball?
I
Recognize that they're doing
I don't know. I think they might have ran some like play action, like type. They pulled me up and they got to dump the ball out quick, and I was just running the ball and it popped up, and then I just tried to score. I just tried to put points on the board for my team, and just Coach Parker always talks about the importance of scoring when you get the ball and go make a play, and that's what I was trying to do to the best of my ability. Um, and I'll stop talking about that.
that.
What did you see on the fumble there?
Fumble. I don't know. I just went and tried to hit him as hard as I could, and obviously I might have got the ball a little bit. But I mean, again, just go to the ball. The ball's not going to find you. You have to go want to get to the ball, and when you get around the ball and you put your hat on the ball or the pad, good things will happen.
What's in your mind in a moment like that, before it happens, do you feel any cold, any fatigue, anything?
Oh no, gosh, I'm not cold. Once I'm on the field, like I'm locked in on my job. I mean, it was cold out. Like when I come off the field, then I'll sit on the heated bench. I'm not gonna act like I stood up for the whole game with like no coat on. But like when I get on the field, like there's nothing more important in my whole entire life than to go out there and perform at the highest level and be the best linebacker I can be. So full focus on that, focus on putting my guys in the best position possible. So I'm just excited to get back to the tape, review, and move on to.
We talked to Coach Parker this week, and he said he felt really good about the preparation. He described the practices as violent from the defensive side. How would you characterize how your unit prepared for this week?
I would just say, I mean, I don't know how many teams in the country probably practice like us, but it's full go when you step on that field. And our scout team players sometimes they give us a better look than the team. I'm not saying that was Minnesota or anything or anyone else, but like our scout team guys just do a tremendous job of competing at a high level and knowing like they're going to get hit. So they're going to try to do their best to break a tackle and keep going or make a good catch and get yards after catch. Like they're not going to give up. And that's what kind of breeds that competitiveness, I'd say. And then, I mean, position coaches, they just expect you guys to go out there and do your job. So when you get back in the film room and maybe you messed up on a play, I feel like we have guys that just feel individually responsible and they feel bad about it, and then that changes it, and they're not going to let it happen again. But I would just say the reason we have these physical practices is just because it's Iowa football, and like that's who we are. So.
When you look at the resiliency of this team, we've talked to you about this before, almost every week.
Mhm.
But now the cumulative effect is 4 straight wins, trophy wins now, wins against division. I mean, what's the secret to that? Is it culture, like Spencer said? Is it more than that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it starts with Coach Kirk Ferentz. Just everything he stands on and stands about. What a great human being he is, first and foremost, and then a great football coach. And I feel like nowadays, like they just try to, some coaches and some other like professions, careers, they try to deviate and do fancy stuff. Coach Ferentz just does the simple, basic stuff, and he lets us know. And then if you buy into doing just the little things every day consistently, it's going to add up. You might not see it. You might not see it day 1. You might not see it day 43, but you might see it on day 122. And I'm doing the same exact thing right. And that's kind of where I feel like this push through has happened. Again, not everything's pretty, but I mean, I'm just so proud of our guys to go out there, and no one really ever believes in us. So, just keep doing it. Thanks, guys.
Want to wear 'em?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the offer.
Good trade.
You're going to be able to see it. I guess, first of all, to be able to pull out a win like this, playing against that team, what does it mean big picture-wise to this program after all you've been through and now, the adversity you faced in this game to pull out?
Oh man, yeah, it means everything. I think just falling back on the daily deposits that we've been putting in since the summertime, and falling back on what our coaches keep harping on and preaching on, and just continue to play the game. I think just even though we face so much adversity throughout the season, just to be able to fight back and continue to play on, and where our season can possibly continue to go on to. It's pretty incredible. I think we put our heads down, even like I said, even with the adversity that we faced early in the season, we just kept putting our heads down. We kept playing. We kept fighting. I think that's what we've seen throughout these past couple of weeks, is a team that's just going to continue to fight no matter what, no matter if their backs against the wall, no matter what's going on. But every single game we're going to always put our all out there.
What do you say about Jack and the 2 huge plays he made?
Oh, incredible, man! First team All-American. I don't even know what the linebacker award is, but he deserves that. And he's just been doing what he does every single day, every single second in practice, in games. He's going 110%. There's no different level to Jack. There's no 90, 80%. It's always 110, 120. He's always giving his all in, and that's what you see in the play. Is just a guy, just going until the whistle's blown, never stopping. And that's the way he was able to make those 2 huge plays for us on defense. That the fumble that he forced, and then the pick that he was able to, the pick 6 that he had. Just running to the ball and against the ball, and just being a force on the defense.
So I guess you didn't think he stepped out?
No, I was right behind him. He didn't step out. I don't think so.
Jensen said that Campbell had some things to say to everybody late in the game. Do you, does that stand out in your mind?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think just being an incredible leader, Jack is. I think he's a huge leader on our defense, and just his words of encouragement, just to continue to fight on, continue playing, no matter what the situation is, no matter what plays they make, no matter what they're doing, or what mistakes that we may make, just continue to fight and just continue pushing on. I think that's just some of the words that he says. Just keep fighting.
I think you give up 312 rushing yards, only 10 points. How does that happen?
I can't. I don't even know. I don't know. It was from a rush defense standpoint. I think it was probably one of our worst performances on the year. But I think especially in the back end, I think we missed some of our fits. We weren't where we were supposed to be. Some plays that we should have made. When it's your play to make, some plays that we should have made that we didn't make. Now it just allowed them to get in the open field and make those huge runs. So I think especially in the defensive back room, we just got to continue to get in our fits. Our linebackers, our D line are doing an incredible job of stopping and getting in their gaps, and we just got to finish the job off. So I think that's just from a DB standpoint, that's just some of the things that we need to work on for sure.
This short week, you've done it a lot of times now with Nebraska week. Do you guys have confidence in how that week is executed?
I think for a lot of the older guys who have been through a week like Nebraska, I think this is going on my fifth one. I kind of I'm pretty comfortable in the flow of how the week is going to go. And I think a lot of our guys are. I think we've all had a lot of experience, especially last year and the year before, of just understanding how the week is going to go, what we need to do, how we need to game plan, and how quick that game is going to come up. Quicker than the rest of the games that we've had. So I think we definitely have a good game plan, a good sound idea of how this week is going to go for sure.
How much would it mean to be back-to-back Big Ten West champs?
Oh man, it would mean a lot. You don't get the opportunity all the time. This would be my second time being able to hold that trophy and being able to go back to Indy. So it's an incredible opportunity, an incredible chance that we have in front of us for sure.
I think it was either before or after the Ohio State game I talked to you, and you said there's no finger pointing on this game. Jack Campbell's repeatedly said there's been no finger pointing.
Mm-mm.
A lot of teams, given your circumstances, probably would have broken down or scrapped the season. How have you guys been able to stay together and to trust the process? Now you have the opportunity.
Yeah, that family atmosphere that we have, man. Just landing on your brothers, having your brothers back. Whenever somebody puts their head down, just make sure you're lifting their head back up and staying on one accord, man. You just got to really have that family atmosphere with one another to really be truly brothers. To be able to bounce back in a situation like this. Like you said, a lot of teams, they'll throw the season away, look towards the next season and figure out what's to come. But, we focus on what we have now and what we still can accomplish. And I think we were able to bounce back strong because of that.
What was it like playing in that frigid weather?
I don't want to do it again. Thank you.
The pass there to Luke. What was the play called? Was it designed to hit him down the middle of the field, or was that just the way it all ended up?
Yeah, no, that was an adjustment. Just they were fitting because we that same formation we were motioning the receiver to try and crack the safety because their safeties are so low and fit so hard. So they were, it was an adjustment. Just hey, they're fitting so hard, let's just send it behind them. And so yeah, we were expecting Luke to be able to slip the safety who saw the run action. And if that wasn't there, had Nico on a dig behind him. So, really nice mid-game adjustment and play call, I thought. Yeah. Well, obviously, what a play by Jack. Which, by the way, he scored. I don't know. You got replay. He didn't step out, so should have been a pick six. Shouldn't have been as interesting as it was. But yeah, I mean, it was a weird second half. It just felt like, we had chances and didn't cash in, and obviously wanted the ball back. So really, really awesome job by the defense. Really all day, I felt like they bent and they were running the ball great, and but they never broke, and came up with two huge turnovers there in the fourth quarter that won us the game.
You missed Nico on that one throw
Uh-huh.
up the left side. Was that? Tell me what happened there, and then maybe just kind of like the kind of satisfaction of connecting on the one that delivered the win. Similar distance.
Yeah, I knew it needed to. We were running
it was cover two. We're trying to put 2-on-1 on the safety, and so I knew it had to be a rocket, right? It had to be on a line, just because, it's you can't float a ball like that with a half field safety, and I think it's just one there. I could help him out, and he could help me out. Just would have been awesome if he could have snagged it, but obviously the ball is moving really fast, so would have loved to have bodied him up. Probably missed by about 6 inches to a foot, which obviously sucks, but really nice job by him, really nice route. Just got to finish those. Just good. Happy we got a chance to get the ball back and did make the plays.
What was your reaction when you saw Jack's pick?
It was awesome. I mean, I was super excited. I didn't think they were going to throw it, because it was almost just like throw the ball. I felt like we had a really good chance if they did want to throw the ball, and they did. And obviously, I don't know who had someone tipped it or something, and Jack was right there. It was just really good team defense, it looked like.
What's it mean for this team to rally the way they have, last 4 weeks or so, and have now a chance to make it back to the Big Ten title game?
It's obviously it's awesome. To win 4 straight like we have. And each game has been, its own unique challenge, and each week is its own challenge. I just think it's a testament to our program and just our program's culture, and really our head coach, and just all the above, right? Just the things we preach, have reigned true of just week to week, continue to improve, and 4 straight wins is never easy, especially in the Big Ten in November. So just really proud of our guys, and got to keep it going.
How valuable is it for you when you have Sam, who really got open well early, and then he goes out, and then Luke makes a bunch of big plays?
Yeah, it was awesome to see Luke step up like he did. Kind of knew, we all knew what kind of player Luke was. Just obviously Sam is going to get the majority of the reps, if we're in a one tight end set. And, and obviously Luke didn't flinch. He stepped up, made a lot of really nice plays. I thought Addison stepped up too when we wanted to get into 2 tight end stuff, and, made some nice plays as well. But yeah, that was really cool to see. It's just Luke's a really, really good player, and, wouldn't expect anything less, but still really cool to see.
The temperature that cold and the wind kind of fierce at times. What exactly was it like for you to try to throw in that? And then did you have to, I don't want to say tee something off, but when you're throwing a hard football, it's 0 outside, that's tough for the receiver.
Yeah, no, I think almost the opposite. I had to kind of put more on it just because of the wind. I don't, as much as it probably sucked to catch the ball today, you're right. It was like the ball was rock hard and it's 0. There was some pretty good wind, so had to drive the ball pretty much all day. But those guys did a really nice job of making plays and catching them. But yeah, no, it's definitely a factor when it's that cold. But I thought we had a really nice plan for it. Just the guys on the bench that aren't playing, holding the coats as soon as the guys come off the field, help them get warm, get them on the bench, and we're able to pull out a win in the 4th quarter, and that's just a testament to the team. It's really good.
You guys scored on the early in the game, but what kind of made it more difficult to move the ball, kind of in the middle part of the game?
Yeah, I thought we just, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot, a few drives. We had the bad snap, and then we had a third down that makeable third down that I threw the ball a little inside, and safety's able to make a break up on it. I'm trying to remember, backed up, ran a little bootleg and weren't able to hit. Then the third down, tight little window, didn't hit. Obviously, the one to Nico didn't hit right. Just stuff that's close, but weren't able to get it done. But we got it done when it mattered most. The 4th quarter, and that's what we got to do. We got to keep chopping and do whatever you can to win the game.
I remember, go ahead. Spencer, I guess just given the season that you've had, the criticism and everything where you guys were at, and for you maybe to try out on senior day with a shot at, being a Big Ten West champion, I guess for you and your own personal journey, how is this what's the opportunity mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's more about the team. It's just this team's been through quite a bit. This team has been through a lot of rough patches just early in the season, and our ability to be resilient and to continue to push the thing through has been pretty cool to see. And a lot of really nice team efforts these last 4 weeks. Defense making plays when we need them to. Obviously, Jack making that play when we need it to. Just that kind of stuff. Just again, testament to our team's culture, and it's really fun to be a part of a team like this. We got one more and got to go finish it out because we got a hell of a lot to play for, obviously. So definitely really special.
What's the key to that resiliency?
I'll say it. I just think it's our culture, man. I think it's I think it starts with our head coach, his leadership. And I also just can't say enough about our leaders on defense too. Just we that Ohio State game, we put them in a lot of really rough spots, and I think it'd be easy for a unit to kind of turn on the offense, right? And but they didn't. They certainly didn't. They just continue to go to work. Be easy for an offensive unit to kind of give up after that game. Be easy for an offensive line unit to give up after the game they had last week. It'd be easy for me to give up after that Ohio State game. But it's not what we do. It's not what Iowa football is all about. And it just starts with our head coach and just our culture we've developed.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
How's it going, guys?
How does it feel to have Floyd for another year?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Obviously, when it's a trophy game, any Big Ten game, it's always big, and to come home, bring that back home for the team and the fans and everything, it feels really good.
How does it feel to be potentially 6 days away from another Big Ten West title?
Yeah, we got a lot to play for now, and that starts tomorrow. We're really excited to get back to work and on to the next opponent and ready to roll.
What's your guys' mentality when you're bending, gets a really good running back all game, and then comes the fumble, then comes the pick, and but what's your mentality before that, and that enables you guys to make those plays?
Yeah, just going out there, knowing that everyone's going to give it their all, and we got to be hard to kill out there, and like you said, bend don't break, but us defensively, just keep battling. You never know when that play is going to come. You never know who's going to make the play, and like we say, 4 to 6 plays will decide that game, and there's 2 big ones right there.
Who's going to make that play? But 31 makes that play a lot.
Yeah.
What are you? I won't say if you're surprised, but just what does he mean to this team? And then on both of those plays, what did you kind of notice about him making them?
Yeah, when he broke us down, he said, you dream these moments when you're a kid, and that's really true. Tied ball game, Big Ten football in November, and it's us versus them, and they were running the ball really well against us, but the game's still technically 0-0, right? Tie ball game, and it can still go anyway, and just keep fighting, and we did what we needed to do on first and second down that possession, and force them to throw the ball there and tip ball, and Jack's in the right spot, and pick 6, but got called back there, but really proud of him. He's always fighting, always fighting.
So I guess you think that he didn't step out?
He said he didn't, so I'll trust Jack. Yeah.
What's been the key? 4 weeks ago, things weren't looking great when you're 3-4. What's been the key to this team's resiliency?
Yeah, I just say, and listening to no one that didn't believe in us. People wanted to cancel our season. People didn't want to play another game. Like I heard Jack say, no one believed in us, but we believed in ourselves, so we never quit. And that's what I say about that. You just got to keep fighting. When no one believes in you, no one want to watch your game because they think you're going to lose, and then you're in this situation, and that's just a testament to our team, our coaches, and what they instill in us each and every day.
When did Jack give you that speech about these are the moments you dreamed for? Like at what point in the game was that?
Right in that final fourth quarter. Right in that final fourth quarter. There's so many TV timeouts. I can't remember really exactly which one, but
Will stick in your mind from that? What he said.
just you got to remember your roots, remember your why you go out there and do what we do, and you remember all the times that you spend with your teammates, whether it be the weight room, whether it be just hanging out in the locker room and just having a good time. But you just want to play for each other. You want to do it for each other. You want to do it for all the coaches, all the support staff. and everyone that you just got to remember like why we're here, and you know it is a game, and you just gotta go out there and do it for each other. That's really what I take from it.
Obviously, the defense stepped up, but what about the offense coming through after you give them the ball there and then quickly move downfield and win it for you?
Yeah, I mean those really big play to Luke, obviously, great ball, and you know it was still tied, so we still got to go score, and they did that. They did what they needed to do, and that was awesome. I was really excited.
Played against some great running backs this year, and I think Ibrahim's right in that conversation.
Yeah.
What kind of a back is he, and how maybe different is he from some of the other good ones he's played?
He just sees the hole so well. He's just patient, and when you rock back, and then he's gonna hit that hole, and if you don't rock back, he's gonna hit the one you're supposed to go to, and he's just so low to the ground. He just spurts through there, and yeah, he's a really good back. He's got a bright future, and also testament to their O-line, just their team all together. They did a great job, and great back. You know, they're a good team, and all credit to them, but you know we got to keep fighting, and that's what we did.
Where that there were no penalties called
In the whole game. I mean that's good on both sides then I guess. Yeah.
It's 1986.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess part of that is pretty cool.
side?
What do you mean?
Do you think there should have been penalties called?
Yeah, they weren't thrown, so I guess not. Yeah.
Is that something that Coach Wallace and Coach Parker will be happy with you guys about? The no penalties?
Yeah, I mean when you play clean football, that's hidden yardage out there. So yeah, you're happy about that, but we got a lot to clean up. Obviously, they had a lot of rushing yards. So thanks, guys.
What you saw on that big play on that last drive.
Yeah, so we knew that when bringing the guy in, it might have brought that guy down, that safety or backer down. So once I saw him come down, and I just went around and looked for the ball. I didn't really run the full route because I knew it was going to be there. So I turned around, and Spence threw a great ball, and I just had to make a finish from there. So it was great. It was great. And after I caught it, all I was focused on was trying to gain as many yards as I could and holding on to the ball because, I knew at that point we were probably in field goal range. So just trying to make the best opportunity for us.
The way that the second half, especially the fourth quarter, played out up until that point. I mean, what was kind of your range of emotions on the sideline watching the line run for 500 yards?
Yeah, I mean, he's a beast. Yeah, just watching him run, and you mean they're getting like 4 yards of carry. It's like 2nd and 6, 3rd and 2, first down. So it was tough to watch on the bench, but we just had to stay ready. And the defense made 2 great plays and a bunch of great plays before that. But they stepped up when we really needed them to, and so you just got to stay ready on the bench in those type of moments.
Tell yourself when Sam went out, I've got to be a bigger force here.
I think we told everyone that. The whole line was talking. Sam's out. Everyone's got to do a little more, and I think that's what everyone's mentality going into it was. Sam's an amazing player, and just helped out all of us all year long. And ever since I've been here, he's been a good role model for me, and so I just try to take after him, and he really helped me even on the sideline after he was out. So I think everyone just wanted to step up and make big plays.
How does it feel after you were 3-4 to now be 1 win away from a Big Ten West title?
Yeah, I mean it's great. With every win comes another great opportunity for us. So we're just now we've got to focus on this next game and bring everything we got and try to win that one too.
When Jack got the interception, what were you guys kind of watching, like, might not get back out there again like that, or was it like spring into action?
It was spring into action type thing. Once we saw that and him, making guys miss him, and it was just really cool for us, to have another opportunity because they made some great plays for us on defense. So just to try to make more plays for them, so it was nice.
The defense now, I think, has held 8 of their 11 opponents to 10 points or less, and now having what Jack Campbell's done all year, and then have him do it this way. I mean, what's kind of the level of respect or even awe of somebody making these types of plays in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I have so much respect for Jack Campbell and our whole defense. Coach Parker does a great job with them, and
You know, you can tell week in and week out that they're ready to go each and every game. But you know, Jack is all over the field. You know, he's right in the right spot for that interception, and then you know, he probably gained, I don't know, 30 or 40 yards on the run after. So it was a huge play for us, and we really needed it.
Play that interception, did you think he stepped out of bounds?
I didn't really get a good look at it, but I heard some people say that he wasn't. They thought he wasn't out of bounds. So it was close, but you know, in the end, we got the win, so that's all that matters.
What was it like getting in the locker room to play right there again?
Oh, it was great. I think it was 8 years in a row now. So you know, it's a great feeling. You know, now we just got to keep it going.
At a career day, and what was the biggest game of the season? I mean, just for you personally, how big was this for you, and how much of a confidence booster was this team moving forward?
Yeah, it was a great confidence booster. You know, everyone needed to step up, and I felt like I did. So you know, just moving forward, I want to try to keep going.